train, clean up your toys using back chaining. Behaviors: take object, carry an object, drop an object into a container. This is an example of reinforcing in position. Take and drop.
Take, drop. Take, drop. Good boy.
Take and drop into the container.
Take, drop.
Take, carry, and drop into the container.
Take, drop, jump. Take, drop.
Take, carry, and drop in the container from various locations.
Take, drop.
Practice the take, carry, and drop into the container with a variety of toys to ensure the dog understands the behavior.
Clean up your toys. Clean up your toys.
If your dog is consistent in taking the toy, you can add a verbal cue of your choice. Say the new cue. If he continues to do the task at hand, click and treat as he drops the toy into the container. If you say the new cue and he does not respond, wait a second and then follow up the new cue with the old cue of take and let him go through the process. Click and treat when he drops the toy in the container. Continue using the new cue followed by the old cue until the dog responds to the new cue without you having to use the old cue. I use clean up your toys, but the cue may as well be just clean. This is not a good toy for me to put into this back chain. If your dog has particular toys that cause him to do crazy behaviors, you might want to consider not using those toys. If your home is like mine, there are plenty of toys to choose from. After you've practiced with many toys, you're ready to start back chaining this trick. Clean up 2 toys, click and treat.
Clean up your toys. Good.
Clean up 3 toys, click and treat.
Clean up your toys.
For the purpose of speeding up this video, I am skipping to cleaning up 8 toys. Clean up 8 toys, click and treat.
Clean up your toys.
One thing that can go wrong.
I love it. Good job.
If something like this happens, I wait to see if the dog figures out why I did not click. If the dog figures it out, I will click and reinforce. If the dog does not figure it out, I will give him an extra prompt as I don't want to frustrate the dog. If you use long toys such as tugs, this can happen a lot. I choose to pick toys that are easy for the dogs at first and then increase criteria and practice with more difficult toys later. Clean up 9 toys, click and treat.
Clean up your toys.
I always reinforce the dogs for waiting. Clean up 10 toys, click and treat.
Okay, clean up your toys.
Adding criteria. Only add one criterion at a time. If I am moving the container, I go back to only cleaning up one toy. If I am at a new location, I might keep the container close to me and only have the dog clean up one toy and practice with a few toys before I try the behavior chain. By going back a few steps and basically retraining the behavior chain when adding criteria, you are helping the dog generalize the behavior. Soon he will be able to clean up his toys anywhere. Moving the container. When something goes wrong.
Clean up your toys. Thank you. Go clean up your toys.
By changing the container, you can back-chain other behaviors such as stacking cups.
Take it. Good. 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 Perfect.